Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. As always, thank you for taking time out of your day to watch the content. I really appreciate all the continued support. Today we have more PlayStation news, rumors, and leaks to go over and discuss. So before we get into these topics, do me a favor, if you do enjoy the video or find it informative, make sure you leave it a like. It really does help the videos a lot. And if you are new here to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. The first topic we're covering are what seem to be some very impressive Unreal Engine 5 tech demos that people are creating now that they have access to Unreal Engine 5. This is reading from WCCF Tech, where it says it has been a very long time since we got a new Superman game, and a new flying game demo powered by Unreal Engine 5 that has been shared online gives us a glimpse at what a modern game starring the superhero would look like. The new demo, which has been developed by Tyson Butler Boschma, revisits an older demo made by the developer by using the Matrix Awakens and Unreal 5 Experience demo. Needless to say, the new version of the engine by Epic makes this demo look extremely impressive. This project was built simply as a test for what a future superhero game like Superman might be like in a large-scale modern city running on UE5. I dream of a modern Superman game, and with the release of Unreal Engine 5, it seemed like fertile ground for some experimentation with the amazing packages Epic has made available. This game uses Epic's The Matrix Awakens Project City and replaces the character with a flying superhero variant of my own design using other marketplace assets. This was a quickly thrown together test. There could be any number of issues and problems, but I'm putting it out there for anyone who is keen to give it a go. Also, for legal reasons, this character isn't Superman, and I've made sure this is totally free. A flying superhero that resembles Superman isn't the only character that people decided to insert into this Matrix Awakens Unreal Engine 5 tech demo. It seems that some people are putting Spider-Man into this demo to see maybe what Spider-Man 2 could end up looking like on the PS5. So again, reading from WCCF Tech, they say, created by YouTuber DWR, this new demo also used Epic's Matrix Awakens megacity environment, and he used the Spider-Man model as well as the animations from Lewis Pfeiffer's upcoming Unreal Engine 4 Spider-Man fan project. And it says this is a showcase of the project from my YouTube series Let's Make, in which I set about creating a Spider-Man style traversal system. The project is more of a coding exercise than a finished product, and as such is not particularly polished and does have some bugs. That said, it does have some cool features and interesting systems, which I hope will be of use as an educational tool or project basis for those wanting to learn about game design in UE4. And it says here those interested can download the Spider-Man UE5 tech demo like the Superman game demo. It should be noted that these tech demos present quite a heavy load and require a powerful system to run properly. And so with that being said, I do wonder if we will end up seeing games like this made for the PS5. You have to assume that with Spider-Man 2, it's going to look really good. It's hard to say if Spider-Man 2 is going to look as good as the Matrix Awakens tech demo. I mean, I want to say there's a decent chance just because of how good Insomniac Games is. I feel like if you want to get the game looking this good on the PS5, you're probably going to have to sacrifice playing it at 30 frames per second. So we'll have to check out the quality mode, but I thought this was pretty cool. I saw a lot of people talking about this, and Unreal Engine 5 is a very exciting thing, I think, for everybody. And knowing that there's going to be a lot of games that make their way to the PS5 that are, you know, using Unreal Engine 5, I think we could get some really cool stuff. And it's nice to see people just kind of experimenting and, you know, seeing what's possible. So let me know your thoughts about that down below. The next topic talks about some PlayStation Plus premium legacy titles that are beginning to pop up on the PlayStation Store's backend. This is reading from Gaming Bolt, where it says PlayStation Plus will be launching with its brand new identity not long from now, but there's still plenty that isn't known about it yet. Take its library, for instance. The service will offer 700 games to subscribers across its PS Plus Extra and PS Plus Premium tiers, but very little is known about what the list of 700 games will include. Now, however, we might have at least a tiny glimpse of what the PlayStation Plus Premium tier, which will be focused on legacy titles from the PS1, 2, 3, which is played through the cloud, and PSP titles, will have in store for us. As spotted over on Reddit, a selection of classic PlayStation titles has recently been leaked via the PlayStation Store backend, with titles, IDs, and assets for a handful of games from the PS1 and PSP libraries. having been spotted in the database. In total, 5 games have appeared: PSP's Ridge Racer 2, PS1's Tekken 2, Dr. Miller, Worms Armageddon, and Worms World Party. Recently, multiple Siphon Filter games were also rated in South Korea for PS4 and PS5, leading to speculation that the Sony Ben-developed shooters will also be offered with PlayStation Plus Premium. So I wanted to let you guys know about this because I assume that we will see more of this happening as we build up to the official launch of the new PlayStation Plus service. Many people are really interested to know what games are going to be on offer here, and it could be a big difference maker. I've seen a lot of people say that depending on what classic titles end up showing up, that will determine whether or not they're going to subscribe to it. And I think people are also wondering again if these games are going to have any improvements whatsoever. If not improvements, maybe some trophy support. But yeah, I'll be sure to keep you guys updated. These are the 5 titles that have apparently leaked out and are popping up on the PlayStation Store's backend. Let me know down below, what classic game do you hope shows up in PlayStation Plus Premium? Next up, we have a bit of an update on the newly formed PlayStation Game Preservation Team. Some fans might be disappointed to hear this, but apparently PlayStation 3 emulation, as of right now, is not something they are focused on. So reading from PlayStation Lifestyle, it says fans should lower their expectations regarding Sony's new game preservation team, at least for now. News that a dedicated team has been formed to archive games had some guessing that it would be working on PS3 emulation for PS5. However, senior build engineer Garrett Fredley, who broke the news about the preservation team, clarified that he wasn't currently working on emulation and that his work is focused on archival only. So he says on Twitter, apparently I broke the internet announcing my work with PlayStation. For anyone asking what game preservation is / what I do, I did a GDC talk a few years ago on the subject when I worked at EA. My work is similar, although larger in scope, to be determined on whether I'll have much of a role to play personally in any emulation work, although I'll share what I can if it comes up. It's only my 2nd day. So I think it's good that he clarified this, because it's true that a lot of PlayStation fans are eager to get the official news that Sony is working on a proper PS3 emulation, and with the game preservation team, a lot of people just thought, oh, well, there we go. It would make sense that this team is going to be tasked with working on something like that. And Garrett Fredley, it's worth noting, he doesn't shoot it down or deny it. He's just simply saying that as of right now, that's not something that he is working on. That's not something that is part of his job, but he does say here that, you know, it could happen. It's to be determined, and if it does, if he's allowed to, he will share that with us. Although I have a feeling that if he is going to work on something like that, he won't be allowed to just come out and say that. Maybe he could, but he's emphasizing it's only his 2nd day. So we'll see. This is a newly formed team, and it's probably going to start out very small, you know, very, I guess you could say, not so interesting stuff that they're going to be working on, but over time it could end up expanding into stuff like PlayStation 3 emulation. So I'll be sure to keep you guys updated with that. The next topic in line talks once again about PlayStation Plus. We have an update on the situation where players are discovering that they cannot stack their PlayStation Plus or Now subscription cards, and Sony confirms that they have temporarily disabled this. And they say here, reading from PlayStation Universe, Sony Interactive Entertainment has confirmed earlier speculation that the format holder has blocked the ability to stack PS Plus and Now subscriptions as the company prepares to relaunch PS Plus with a new 3-tiered service this summer. The hardware manufacturer posted an update on the PlayStation Plus FAQ confirming that stacking has been temporarily disabled and that any voucher codes going forward will be redeemable until after an existing membership has expired. Furthermore, existing subscribers will have vouchers converted into time equivalent to the monetary value of their membership. And they say, as we prepare to launch the new PlayStation Plus membership service, we are doing some work behind the scenes to make the transition as smooth as possible for all of our existing members. As part of this work, we've temporarily disabled stacking memberships for existing customers until after the launch. Rest assured that your voucher code is still valid and you will be able to redeem your code either when your existing membership expires or deactivates, or after the new PlayStation Plus service launches in your area, whichever happens first. Now, again, we covered this, and the reason why Sony is doing this is because they are seemingly wanting to close a loophole that they themselves left open. but I think we can all agree that the way Sony is handling this is less than ideal. It's one thing to announce that you're going to be closing a loophole and disabling something like this. It's another thing to do it in such a quiet way where people are just mostly left in the dark. I feel like this is something that maybe Sony should let people know about in a more official way, and maybe they will, but this just kind of goes back to the whole communication with Sony and what they're doing and the community. I think in some areas Sony's very good at communication and they do a good job, but in other areas like what we're seeing here, it really seems like they're trying to keep this as hush-hush as possible. But yeah, it's something that I think it would at the very least help if they could come out and just announce it to everybody that you're not going to be able to stack your cards until this service goes into effect. A lot of people are also going to be thinking, you know, maybe it would have just been better for Sony to just let it slide until the service launches, because once the service launched, this would no longer be a thing. But it seems that that's just not what Sony wants to do, and it is what it is. But the final topic I have for you is some good news regarding Stray. We have a proper release window confirmed. It's going to be releasing over the summer. They still haven't given an official date yet, but Sony highlighted Stray recently over on their Twitter, where they say these are just 3 of the can't miss indies coming soon to PlayStation, and they have a trailer for it. They're talking about it, and they're letting us know that this is a game we can expect to play over the summer. And it's also worth noting that we got multiple ratings of this game recently with different ratings boards, and that's a clear indicator that the game is pretty much finished or close to being finished and ready to launch. So I'll be sure to keep you guys updated on Stray. When we get an official date, I'll let you know. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of everything we talked about here today. I'll be interested to see what you have to say. That's going to do it for the video. Again, leave it a like if you enjoyed it or found it informative. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell notification icon, and feel free to share the video out on top of all that. But until next time, guys, take care.